Page 8, Comin Round the Mountain, or a popular melody. Let's see what we got. I look it over, I see it's about a page and a half long. It's actually longer than that, but there's only about a page and a half of music to learn. The clef signs are still treble and bass clef. There's one sharp in the key signature. This is in the key of G major, so make sure you're doing the G major scale, one octave up and down. You've heard this lecture before, blah, blah, blah. Okay. 4/4 time signature. The hands are playing at the same time. I'm going to take each hand one hand at a time first to make sure I understand what it's doing. The right hand, you're starting out, second finger on D at the end of the first line, puts you here. Remember the F sharp, it's in the key signature, so it's part of the hand position. And it's, now, every measure's got to have 4 beats in it. Well, if you look at the end of the first line, that's got 2 beats in it. Well, if you look at the measure before it, that's got 2 beats in it. What they did is they took the measure and they split it. And so this quarter note, that's on beat 3. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1, 2. Bring thumb down. So really, I guess the hand position is this. Whatever. The thumb can handle whatever. And then during the rest, you come up here. Just a bunch of quarter notes and whole notes. Second line on page 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 4. It is standard fingering practice to change hand positions when necessary on repeated notes. So I have to get ready for what's coming. So in the second measure, I'm here, but in third measure, I need to be here. I've got to move. So I'm going to use those G's to change hand positions, and that's what they're doing. Now you can do it on any G. It doesn't have to be the last one. And I don't have to go from 1 to 4. I mean, I could go 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, doesn't matter. But I need 4th finger on that last one. Sort of. I mean, there's other fingerings. I mean, I could change positions on the E's. I could that, but we'll just do this. 4. And eventually you want to get to where you can do this changing like this on a repeated note without looking at the keyboard. Now you have to look at first, that's fine, but eventually you want to feel that. Any note to any finger to any finger. You're not really doing this, you're scrunching up and putting it over. And then you come down. So again, the second measure, I'm scrunching up. I'm not trying to stay here and then come here. No, please don't. Scrunch up and get it over. See, I've relaxed, I'm over it. Then I'm ready to go. Now the third line, the last measure, that is a C and a D. They want 2 and 3. I don't really care what fingers you use. You use 4 and 5 because you're wherever. Just use fingers. But the C has a sharp sign, so it's C sharp. Because this doesn't sound disgusting enough, we do this. I guess. I need more coffee for this one. Not sure what that's about. Left hand. Well, you have half notes at the beginning, and you see this pattern on the top note. It's here. This is another pattern that's very common. The thumb doesn't have to play all those. I use second finger on the lower one here. Here. So the little fingers. I recommend second finger on the D. All of them throughout. So much for the left hand. Put the hands together. Let's start on the second line on page 8. That's where they're playing together. You're here. These are together. And these are together. And these are together. When I play the B, I lift up because the left hand has a rest. Play the half note in the last measure, the right hand comes up, it has a rest. So you go through and put the hands together slowly, not my speed, you take it at your speed, and then go back over the treble spots and work out the hesitations. It's important that you be able to do this all the way through with no hesitations. If you're hesitating, slow down. And once I have that, then I'll think about the articulation. There are slurs and staccatos. Bum, bum, at the wrist. These, just connect them if you can. Now in the last measure of page 8 here, I want a little silence between this and this. It's like taking a breath. It's a new phrase. Again, a little silence between each of these phrases. Now, second line, last measure, they're showing here because it's a new phrase. So they want a little silence. Like so. The left hand just a. And this is all connected. And the staccatos. Accent, ba-bam. A little weird. The left hand did move around a little bit. You gotta come up here, and it's 2 on the G. I missed it before, shame on me. The third line, you can do 1-5 on both of these. 5-1, then come back down to 5-2. Then once I have an idea of the articulation, I go back and again fix any hesitations that cropped up. Get rid of them. Don't let hesitations stay. Get rid of them. Then I think about the dynamics. MF at the beginning is mezzo forte, sort of loud, whatever you think that is. Not loud, just sort of. This, that's loud. The left hand needs to stay in the background. Even that, keep that in the background. And you're basically staying there until you get to the end of the third line on page 9. Come down a little bit to sort of loud like you were at the beginning. And then loud. That makes the accented note a very loud note. Yeah. And then the speed. With spirit. Well, it's not a speed. It's mood. But that's, a lot of times they give you the mood of the piece. And there's all kinds of recordings of this piece. It's up to you, but what can you do accurately? It's got to be accurate, so don't go faster. Whatever you can do accurately throughout, that's close enough. Now they show a little bit of pedal at the end. I disagree. I would not pedal that. So in my opinion, you don't need pedal there. There's no reason to pedal there, so I wouldn't do it. There is a reason I don't agree with it. So now the road map, where do you go in? Well, you see there's first and second ending at the bottom of page 9. So the first time you play, you do the first ending. And you see at the last line there at the end of the first ending, there's a repeat sign. That sends you back to the reverse repeat sign over on page 8. So you can do the whole mess again. But the second time, you don't do the first ending again, you skip it. You immediately jump to the second ending and finish it off. Remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. At the beginning, it should go to here. That's what it needs to sound like or feel like. Go to here. Go to here. Go to here. We need to feel these as you're playing them. See the retardando there at the end, the last 2 minutes? Slow down. Lets the people know it's done, because this kind of a piece you could just keep going over and over and over and over. You know, if you have to have it last a while, you just keep doing the first ending over and over and over until they get tired of hearing it and they say, okay, you can done now. Then you can take the second ending and finish it. It's just a method of making a piece last longer than is written. In some cases, when you're playing background music or something, you might need it to last a little longer. You just keep playing the first ending and keep repeating it as much as you need to. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any louds and softs, just notes and rhythms. I'll do the staccatos and slurs, and we're going to do the first and second endings, the whole bit. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Rest, 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 rest. 3. Repeat.